Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
All right. Like I said, this segment is going to be about relationships. Let me ask you questions that we're going to pose on relationships for the so-called African Americans or for our people, the black people. Now we're going to start with the first question here. All right. What are the causes for poor relationships within black male and female relationships? What are the causes? All right. Sister Brown.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking it's a lack of communication, but I do respect what you're saying. A lot of people don't know who they are. They don't know themselves. And so people are posing. We have a lot of children saying that they're grown and they're able to enter these adult relationships. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not. There's so much pain in being masked just by your age, so you figure you're just going to copy something you've seen off TV. And really, I think if people get to the root of who they are, what they're doing, and then understand communication and the power that that has, maybe we can get into some healthy relationships.
Now that's something key you said, Sister Brown. You said knowing who they are. What do you mean by knowing who they are?
And you know what? I had this conversation with my sister just yesterday. We don't know who we are, even in our own skin, where we're coming from. People want to take it on that level. They're identifying with people that they're seeing coming across from the media, and they think that's who I am. And so it's a shame. I'm meeting so many people who are fraudulent, fake, phony. There's nothing there. I can have a conversation with somebody and instantly I'm turned off because you're talking to me about clothes and this music and nothing else. So I can just watch TV if that's the type of relationship I want to have. If I ask anybody anything relating to maybe where have you come from, who are your ancestors, the response is, what? I'm Meek Mills. So it's sad because nobody, and I'm just my generation that I'm into, they don't know much about it.
Okay. Now, off of what Ms. Brown just stated about knowing who you are, Gen.Mayak, I.S.U.P.K, give me some insight on that. Yeah, about who we are, and because she made a comment that was very heavy about us or people not knowing who they are and having bland relationships or bland conversations.
No problem, brother. First of all, I want to say I'm filling in for Commander General YAHANNA, who got caught up in business in New York. So I apologize he couldn't be here, but I'm here to fill in for him. As far as relationships between the black male and female, knowing who we are is a great part of having a successful relationship, because once again, the Lord, us as a people, we don't know how to have relationships in essence. The Lord explains in His holy word how to have relationships, how a man is supposed to deal with his woman, how a woman is supposed to deal with her man. But in today's society, of course, we get with each other and think we can play around, before the wedding and do what we want to do before the wedding and don't take it seriously. A woman, she can fall out of love with her man and think that that's fine. I'm going to go to the next guy because me and him aren't getting along anymore. When the Lord specifically put guidance, laws to guide us in our relationship. The Lord said a woman that has a man cannot leave her man until he is dead and gone. And if he is alive and she takes another man, she'll be called an adulteress, which is also the same as a whore. You understand? And knowing who we are as a people, black people, we can understand the Bible more and focus on who the Lord is talking to and why He's preparing us for these relationships. So we understood how the Lord wanted us to court our women, look at our women as sisters and love them as sisters and take them and respect their father who should be around. In a perfect situation, in a perfect setup according to God, he should be around to bond with that brother and give his daughter, give his daughter away to this man, like any traditional so-called wedding, that the father gives away the daughter. So knowing who we are, we can better focus on the Lord's word and how relationships are supposed to go. But as I stated in the beginning, we don't have a clue to how a relationship is supposed to even exist, how to begin it, how to maintain it. We don't have a clue.
Okay, all right.
Genesis 1 verse 26, and God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Now think about it. God doesn't make a mistake. Every gift he gives is a perfect gift. And so when I look at what God said himself in his own word, out of his own mouth, is that he created man in his image and after his likeness. So when you look at much of what our people get involved with, when you look at the fact that black women are the most unmarried woman on the earth, but that wasn't always the case. So what happened that broke down our race in terms of our family values? Because clearly if we keep a God standard, then we're going to act in his image. We're going to do the things that God does.
Okay, now I hear you on that. But I want to know, because people say different things about marriage. According to the Lord's holy word, what is marriage, Gen.Mayak?
If I may, brother, according to the Lord's word, and he shows so many examples all throughout his word, marriage is defined as sexual intercourse. Marriage, when you look it up, and scholars have researched this and read through the Bible, when you look it up, when you look up the word marriage, it tells you it is a personal union between a man and a woman that is consummated and continually nourished through sexual intercourse. Once again, in today's society, we think marriage is the gown, the rice, the ring, jumping over the broom, filling out the paper for today's government, and getting approved by him to be with your spouse or your lover. When according to the word of the Lord, once you have that sexual intercourse, that is your union. You are bonded before God without the rice, without the gown, without the ring, without the broom, without the certificate from the city hall. You are bounded by the God. Now, according to our holy and great powerful Father in heaven, that sexual intercourse creates the union, which is the same word as marriage. It creates the marriage. But to maintain it is a lot more you have to put into it. And once again, if we don't know the foundation of what the Lord laid down, then we won't know how to raise our women up. Once again, like the brothers brought out, the man is supposed to be the head. In today's society, they talk about let's 50-50. They can never be a 50-50 or you're bound to fail. You have to be 100% of the man, and the woman has to be 100% of the woman. There's no equality in that. A man is not a woman is not a man. That's what God said. And so once we go into a relationship as that, and this is my partner who I want to be with, before you have the sex, before you make the union, the marriage, you have to know that this is the person I want to be with for the rest of my life, because God said, once you have the intercourse, once you create this union, according to Romans 7, you are bound to each other until death. You understand?
Sister Xavier, can you hear what we're saying? Come on with it. Come on with it, sis. I'm waiting for it.
So in intercourse with a marriage, while there is a distinction between wives and concubines, the intercourse is what solidifies marriage.
Now, did everybody hear what our question was? Gen.Mayak, I'm going to have you answer that question because you brought that out.
I didn't hear it at the end. I didn't hear it.
The Sister Xavier stated that if sexual intercourse is marriage, then why do they have concubines in the Bible, in the Old Testament?
Right. A concubine was a woman of an Israelite man. He would have his wife. She was an Israelite. But any woman he had outside of being an Israelite was considered a concubine. It's still his wife, but she didn't hold the status of his Israelite wife. You understand? In the New Testament, the book of John, the 4th chapter, Jesus Christ, our great and powerful King, he came across a Samaritan woman, a woman from Samaria, who asked him about getting water. And he asked her, "Woman, where's thy husband?" She said, "My husband." She said, "I have no husband." Jesus Christ said, "You have answered right that you have no husband, because you've had 5 husbands, and the man you with right now is not your husband. What was he talking about? This woman was having sex with 5 different men and was working on a 6th at that moment. And then after he said that to her, she said, I perceive you are a prophet. Because he knew she was a whore.
No, go ahead. I want to bring something out.
And that's just one point of proving what he used the word husband because she had sex with these men. And once you have sex with a man, that is your husband. And then when you look up the word husband, it just means man. That's your man, boyfriend, man, whatever they call him today. It's the same word as husband when you look at it. My girl, my woman, my John, whatever. It's the same word as woman. A woman you having sex with, the man you having sex with.
Okay.
Sorry, bro.
Now, what you brought out, Gen.Mayak, and Brother Sheaf about how the sister being loose and Millie out there takes me to my next question about HIV being very prevalent in our community amongst our people. No sweat, I got you, sis. According to the stats, then I'm gonna let Sister Brown in. According to the stats, so-called black woman and black man are #1 in the country in a land called America with HIV. Number one and 2. You understand? What brought me here was because of what the general said and what Brother Sheep said about people just being loose and just going from apartment to apartment to apartment. You understand? And because, listen, also not only just HIV, they also #1 in STDs. And also a stat that our people are currently #1 and #2 in. Sister Brown.
It's safe to say that people are they loose, they're stupid. Because even if you chose to be loose, you could protect yourself. That's simple, because you know you're sleeping with a lot of people. It's amazing to me to find out somebody in their 20s is HIV positive, and I'm saying, well, what happened? And for him to tell me I slept with someone in the club, I'm thinking to myself, okay, that was fun for you, right? But you didn't have sense to say she sleep with everybody. Well, I mean, it's sad. It makes me go back to say, obviously our people don't know their worth.
So what will stop it? And what will stop right now? Gen.Mayak?
I was just, if I can, and I agree, y'all touched on some good points. The panel touched on some good points. And the sister said, people that want to sleep around, protect yourself. But in all my years, I never saw where condoms stop AIDS. Right. Or birth control, or none of those things. They don't stop AIDS. It's like the doctor said, the sex is an impulse, and it's naturally given by God, and it's very strong. But if you don't get a control on it, it turns into lust, like the brother over here said. And lust is a sin, and the wages of sin is death. You understand? So although we push the condom in this society, when the time comes, these young brothers and sisters ain't thinking about the condom. The condom gonna stay there on the floor, stay in their pockets, because the urge is strong and they want to take it. So there you go. So you need the discipline to focus and say, this I can't do unless I'm really about this. Unless I'm serious about this, I can't do that because it's against my God. I can't do that. I got to control my love. If you a man and you are aroused by another man, who gives a damn? The Lord said it's wrong. Don't do it. Control your urge. It's a strong urge.
And you want to have sex with another woman. That's
same thing, brother. Same thing. But once again, like the brother General Young brought out, the Lord already made the foundations of all those things. Now all we got to do is focus in on them and do them. We can stop AIDS. All we got to do, the Lord said, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, and there shall be no sodomites of the sons of Israel. If we prostitute our daughters, the Lord said, the land will fall to whoredom. That's where your AIDS come from. That's where all your diseases come from. We just got to get a hold of that urge that's very powerful, that lust, and focus it and obey the Lord.
Yes. Them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with 5 beginning. Our I see baby having baby. Nothing that happen no do.